One of the sneakiest houses in astrology that I think is actually very difficult is the sixth house. And the reason is the sixth house is what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. My name is Reilly X. I am a professional astrologer, and I have my Pluto and my fucking Mercury in my sixth house. Let's talk about it. So the sixth house is your day-to-day energy. It's your routine. It's what is consciously going on a day-to-day basis. I have Pluto, the depth, the underworld, consciously every single day asking me, did I transform something? Did I make something different? Did I show up in a way that's so big and bold? And there's like a lot of pressure going on. And then to add to it, I'm a Capricorn sun and moon in the 8th. Like, it makes sense why I'm constantly pushing myself to be better and how I'm successful at all, even though I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but it took me a long time to believe that I knew what I was doing, because having Pluto in my 6th, I was always just sort of doing it, right? Jumping straight in. So having whatever you've got going on in your 6th house, you have to understand the 6th house is this constant pressure of what you're doing day to day. So if you have a lot of 6th house placements, you may be really great at your day-to-day life. You may be really good at working that 9-to-5 job. You may be really good at doing things. But the 6th house is ruled by Virgo. Virgo always wants to be doing things, always wants to be putting their hands in the clay and really being the one to be of service to other people or be helpful in some way, shape, or form. Instead of seeing when things are a bit too much, seeing when maybe there is a block on understanding, seeing when you're just doing things to prove that you're doing things. That's the trickiest part of 6th house energy, because there's a logic to it that's avoiding the intuitive aspects. There's this focus on, if I just do enough, somehow I'm going to get there, which benefits you sometimes, but if you're not connected into the other aspects of your chart, your subconscious, your 12th house, or maybe even your 3rd house, which is your conscious mind and what you're actually thinking about, if you keep trying to shove any emotions and anything that you don't want to think about out of the way, and maybe even ignoring your 10th house, what you want to long-term success focus towards, your 6th house can have such a gravity of, well, yesterday it worked like that, so let's just do it again. Yesterday it worked like that, let's just do it again. And you get stuck in a cycle. So being aware that your 6th house energy is something that can really make or break your routines as well as your long-term success, you can really pay attention to, is this benefiting me now? And it's just like a temporary benefit, or will this actually help me in the future? Also, the 6th house has a lot to do with health. So whatever you've got, are you too hyper-focused on being healthy? Are you not letting yourself experience life because you're afraid to, not wear a mask? And now, oh my gosh, you might get this, you might get that. Or you're hand sanitizing everything, but what you're really doing is hurting your immune system by never exposing it to anything. This is where the 6th house gets really interesting, because having a lot of heavy 6th house placements mean that you can try a little too much to hyper-focus and perfect your day-to-day life instead of letting yourself be a human being and experiencing life. We're supposed to be having fun here. Did you guys know that? Anyway, so if you have 6th house placements, just be aware. Are you being a little uptight? Because the answer for me is yes. My Sagittarius Mercury really tries to make things funny, but she's constantly focused on are we doing enough today? Are we teaching enough today? Have we changed somebody's life today? Right next to my Pluto, who's transformation. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You can book a session with me at rxtarot.com if you do need more help with this.